Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I just wanted to go over my thoughts on the MT82 and primarily why I dislike the transmission. And I wanted to create a little bit of a discussion thread below in the comment section. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what your experiences are and maybe we can help each other out to some degree. So pretty much my history with the MT82 started with my 2011 Mustang that I bought a few years ago, and that was probably not the best car to start with, but those were a little bit more failure prone than, say, the 2015s. When the 2015s came out, they told us it was going to be upgraded, it was going to have better internals, and to a certain degree that is true, but the transmission still has some of the characteristic traits of the poor design of the original MT82, to be general about it. So first we have the shifter, which is remote mounted off of the back of the transmission, which gives you a sloppy shift and kind of a harder shifter to drive aggressively. It's kind of hard to bang out gears with the stock shifter. So that's always have been a problem, especially with the first generation MT82s in the 2011 through 2000 and say 13s or 12s. Those cars would get locked out of like third gear sometimes, and it was a bigger problem in that generation than it is in, say, the 6th gen. But every now and then some people still complain of having the issue even in these cars. So that's one thing. The second thing I would say is probably the noise. I haven't had any major failures, but in both my cars I've had a lot of noise from the transmission in lower gears, whether it be engaging the clutch, disengaging the clutch. It just weren't noises that I was familiar with from any other manual transmission that I've owned. And this is not the first Getrag transmission that I've had in a car. I've had one in a Lexus, and it was very quiet. It had a lot more miles on it, but it didn't make any kind of the noises that I'm getting here. So the noise has always been an issue for me. Even though this is a Mustang, it's a muscle car, I think the noises that we're getting here are not just characteristic of a smooth transmission at all. And let's go to number 3. So a lot of people say that this transmission sucks because it's made in China, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. It's more or less assembled in China. The design is Getrag and Ford, so I put a lot of the blame on them. I think there's some poor quality control going on. Always has been, it seems, where you have high failure rates and other issues stemming from the transmission with whines and noises from cars that have like 2,000-3,000 miles on them. So like I said, it's a lot of good things come from China. I just think there's a lot of poor quality control because you have some guys that have not had any issues with their transmission. They're pretty satisfied with it. Everyone has the same shifter problems because it is a poor design on that part. But some people don't have any noises come from their transmission, from what I understand. Like I said, that's the reason for trying to start a discussion thread below and just let me know what you guys are experiencing and what kind of luck you've had with these transmissions. Everybody's situation is gonna be different, so that's just kind of my thoughts on it. But I think those are my main 3 things. Like I say, in my 2011, I've tried the fluid swaps and transmission mounts, all to very small, varying degrees of success. But I don't think anything really made just a huge impact on that transmission. So it pretty much came down to a actual internal design issue or internal failure to some degree. But here's my thing with my transmissions, that I've never had an issue with not being able to get into a gear or getting locked out of a gear, particularly in the 2015. I was getting lockouts in my 2011, but in the 2015 I don't get any lockouts. So it's not like I have had any complete transmission failures to the point where I'm just like, let me take this to Ford and complain like immediately. I can't get into 5th gear, or I can't get in reverse or something like that. It's just other design issues that I wish that it was just a smoother, quieter, more refined transmission. And manual transmission has been around for a long time, almost to the point where they're extinct, you know. So it's not like it's a new technology. I feel as though these transmission companies should have this manual trans down by now. They should be making fabulous, excellent manual transmissions to the point where it makes people want to buy more, you know, want to increase their sales, because there are a lot of people that have bought automatic Mustangs just because they did not trust the MT82. And you can see it on the internet where people say that. And I've known other people to say that as well. So, you know, it's definitely not something I'm just pulling out of my butt, you know. But, you know, Ford keeps saying that, you know, the transmission is getting better, the transmission is getting better. Even with the 2018, now they're offering what, I guess a dual mass flywheel to mass vibration and a twin disc clutch. I think it'll help. I think it will help. But I feel as though when it gets here in the 2018, that's where it should have been in 2011. Like that's where the level of refinement and quality should have been in 2011. And I'm not even going to say it's still going to be great in 2018 because it's still going to be a remote mounted shifter. You know, I feel like that's one reason why the GT350 doesn't even use the same transmissions, because it's really just not good enough for a performance car or a sports car. And I do consider the Mustang to be a sports car in this generation. So I think I'm done rambling. I'm going to post a clip of some noises that I have in my car, you know, for people that have never driven one or don't own a 2015 or later Mustang or even a 2011. So, guys, please post whatever you want below. Let's have a discussion and see what works for other people, whether it be fluid swaps or transmission brackets or mounts, stiffeners, polyurethane bushings, all that stuff. So let's get it going on, man. Y'all subscribe to my videos, and I'm gonna try to keep more coming. Thanks for watching.